The person the British media are saying wants to come back to the UK. Is this the man that the British media, the Rangers, and all the minions keep saying wants to divorce Meghan and wants to come back to the UK? Are they sure about that? Does this man look like somebody who wants to come back to these isles? While Meghan is on Instagram talking about her man, have you seen the lyrics to that song that she posted that video with? Have a look. So I'm asking again, the tabs, the press, the derangers, are you sure this Harry wants to come back to the UK? Are you sure this man wants to divorce Meghan? I don't think so. Based on everything I've seen, and with this recent post, nah, he's never coming back. Oh, he's told you guys he's gone. He's gone. You guys need to get with the program. This guy, even if he says he wants to reconcile the royal family, it's probably just to keep the peace. It has nothing to do with coming back to the UK.
Hello, my brilliant Sussex squadron. Gather your teacups, settle into your chairs, and prepare to be swept away, not by a whisper, not by idle rumour, but by a tidal wave of truth, love, and undeniable joy. For today's story is one that broke the internet, silenced the naysayers, and painted a picture of a family not broken, not desperate, not diminished, but thriving, radiant, and unapologetically free. Yes, my friends, we are talking about the moment Meghan Sussex set the world alight with a simple Instagram post, a video of Prince Harry surfing in California, his red hair glinting under the sun, his body strong and sure against the crashing waves, while the world watched in awe. Within 40 minutes, the video had racked up over 700,000 views. That's right, 40 minutes. The internet was on fire, hashtags trended across platforms, and even those who had long dismissed the Sussexes had no choice but to acknowledge it. Harry was not a broken man. He was not desperate to return to the cold clutches of a palace that never truly embraced him. No, Harry was thriving, and Meghan Sussex had once again shown the world that love, freedom, and authenticity can outshine any manufactured narrative. The surfboard and the symbolism. Surfing, you see, is no ordinary hobby. It is a dance with nature, a test of balance, patience, and courage. And for Harry, once a soldier, once a prince trapped in the machinery of monarchy, once a man haunted by the cruelty of the British press, surfing has become a metaphor for his new life. In the waves of California, he has found not just a sport, but a sanctuary. The sight of him standing tall, carving through the surf, carries a symbolism too powerful to ignore. This is not the broken, lonely figure the tabloids would have us believe. This is a man who has found his rhythm, who has chosen his own current, who has embraced a life where his titles do not define him, but his actions, his laughter, and his joy do. And Meghan Sussex, with the grace and brilliance that have always set her apart, knew exactly what she was doing when she shared that video. She was not just posting a fun clip of her husband. She was sending a message, a declaration, that Harry is not a man begging for scraps of acceptance from a crumbling institution. He is, instead, a husband adored, a father admired, and above all, a man finally free to be himself. Meghan's caption, "The love story in plain sight. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this important message." Oh, what a caption. Playful, cheeky, and deeply intimate. The fox emoji, Meghan's pet name for Harry, was the detail that melted hearts across the world. In one swoop, Meghan Sussex revealed what tabloids always fail to capture, the language of love between two people who have built their own world together. It was Meghan reminding everyone that behind the pomp of royalty and the poison of tabloids lies something the monarchy cannot control: true partnership. Meghan has always spoken of Harry with admiration, once calling him not only a great partner, but a man with an even more beautiful heart. This post was a continuation of that devotion, a digital love letter broadcast to millions, showing her husband not as the caricature painted by the media, but as the mighty good man he truly is. The song choice, a rebuttal in music, and then, oh, the soundtrack, Salt-N-Pepa's iconic anthem. What a Man blasted alongside the video, a soundtrack that echoed Meghan's admiration. The lyrics praising a mighty good man, a smooth brother, and a dedicated partner resonated like a clap of thunder. This was no accident. Meghan Sussex is intentional with every word, every symbol, every gesture. Choosing this song was her masterstroke, a public rebuttal to the never-ending UK media narratives that claim Harry is unhappy, desperate, or longing for the UK. Instead, here was a Harry strong and confident, with Meghan celebrating him not just as her husband, but as a man, a father, and a partner who embodies joy. Through this song, Meghan turned Harry into the opposite of what the tabloids wanted him to be. Not broken but whole, not lost but found, not diminished but magnified. Archie's lessons, the next generation of freedom. But the story did not end with Harry. No, my friends, it extended to the next generation, Prince Archie himself. For it was revealed that Archie has been learning to surf with his father, following in Harry's footsteps, giggling in the waves, and discovering the joy of the ocean. This image, more powerful than any royal portrait, tells the story of legacy redefined. Archie is not growing up confined in gilded palaces or measured against invisible standards of duty. Instead, he is growing up in sunshine, in freedom, in laughter. He is growing up with a father who teaches him courage through sport and a mother who teaches him grace through love. This is what monarchy could never offer him, a childhood unchained. And Meghan Sussex, with her steady hand and fierce heart, has ensured that her children will never be forced into the shadows of outdated expectations. Instead, they will inherit joy, freedom, and the right to simply be themselves. And oh, how the world responded. Within moments, social media was just absolutely flooded with comments like, "Harry looks so happy, and this is the life he deserves." Not to mention, Meghan is the ultimate supportive wife. Fans everywhere rejoiced, critics stumbled, and even the most neutral observers admitted that Harry looked healthier and more alive than he ever had within the walls of Windsor. The overwhelming response wasn't just admiration, it was relief. Relief that Harry had found peace. Relief that Meghan Sussex had not only stood by him, but lifted him higher than ever before. Relief that love, against all odds, had actually prevailed. Make no mistake, this video was not just a sweet family moment, it was a direct challenge to the UK press. For months, tabloids have spun stories of Harry supposedly desperate to return to the UK, begging for roles, longing for reconciliation. They crafted images of a man defeated, of a couple isolated. But in 40 seconds of surf and sunshine, Meghan Sussex demolished those lies. She showed Harry thriving in California, living his best life, adored by his wife, admired by his children, and celebrated by millions across the world. The video was not only entertainment, it was truth captured in motion. This moment with the surfboard, the song, and the smile is not just some isolated event. It's part of a larger pattern, a pattern that shows Meghan Sussex and Prince Harry are not just surviving outside the monarchy. They are literally rewriting what it means to live authentically. The monarchy offered them status but no peace. California, on the other hand, offered them peace, freedom, and a stage upon which to build a legacy defined not by duty imposed, but by love chosen. Every post, every project, every appearance speaks to that truth. The world, whether it admits it or not, simply cannot look away. So, my dear Sussex Squadron, what are we to make of all this? A surfboard, a song, a fox emoji, simple things, yet together they broke the internet, shook the palace walls, and uplifted millions. What Meghan Sussex has proven once again is that love is the greatest act of rebellion. She's shown us that joy can be a revolution, that laughter can topple lies, and that the simplest video can silence 1,000 headlines. Harry is not broken. He is not lost. He is not desperate. He is surfing, surfing on the waves of freedom, surfing with his son, surfing with a heart unburdened. And Meghan Sussex, his partner, his love, his fox, is right there with him, cheering him on, amplifying his joy, and reminding the world that when love leads, victory follows. And that, my friends, is exactly why this story matters. Because in a world drowning in lies, sometimes the truth comes not in a speech, not in a headline, but in the smile of a man on a surfboard and the laughter of the woman who loves him. So raise your teacups high, Sussex Squadron. For once again, Meghan Sussex and Prince Harry have reminded us that happiness is the greatest crown, and love, the truest throne.